Hello there, I'm BobbyInBlue, and on this channel we talk about all things tech. Recently my friend Brett hit me up. He's a top salesman in the world of RVs and travel trailers, and he's been starting to make Instagram and YouTube content quite a bit. And he wanted to know what wireless microphone set that I'd recommend that won't break the bank. The set I recommended to him is the Hollyland Lark M2. In this video we're going to talk all about the Hollyland Lark M2 and what you can expect if you choose to take one of these kits home. So the first thing that most people notice about the Hollyland Lark M2 is its size. The transmitter or microphones are so small. They're about the size of a US nickel, and they only weigh about 9 grams. The mic can be attached with this small magnet pendant that goes underneath your shirt, and then you just put the mic on the other side. You can also attach it with this small magnet necklace that it comes with, as well as a magnetic clip attachment. Many of the microphone systems in this field, they end up with the company's logo right on the front of them, so when they're on somebody's shirt, it's kind of hard not to be distracted by the logo. Something I really like about the Lark M2 set is that it comes with these stickers. Some of them have some smiley faces on them and some different things if you want that, but the ones I really liked were these black and white ones. I really liked the ability to put the white one on and the black one on each microphone. It covers up the logo, and then it also gives me one that kind of matches lighter colored shirts or darker colored shirts. When you first open up the Hollyland Lark M2 kit, the microphones and transmitters are already paired. The Lark M2 offers 24-bit depth recording for high quality audio recording, and it even offers a noise cancellation mode. So when you're in noisy environments, your voice is recorded more clearly. The Lark M2 has great battery life. The transmitters themselves can last up to 10 hours. And the case that you put the transmitters and the camera receiver in actually can recharge the full kit up to 2 times. The camera version of the Lark M2 is spec'd at 40 hours of battery life when you're using the camera receiver and the 2 transmitters. You can also use the mobile receiver and the 2 transmitters, and that's spec'd right around 30 hours of battery life. That's more than enough battery life and will fit into most projects. The Lark M2 has a 1,000-foot range between the receiver and the transmitters, and I'm not really thinking of many circumstances where I'm really going to be 1,000 feet away from my camera, but knowing that it has that capability helps me have the peace of mind to know that I'll keep a great connection while using this kit. There are 4 different versions of the Lark M2. There's the combo kit, which lets you connect to cameras, action cameras, your computer, and even mobile phones all in one. Next up is the camera only kit. This will allow you to connect to your camera or to your computer. Next up is the USB-C kit. This still gives you 1 receiver and 2 transmitters so that you can use this with your mobile device. And same thing with the Lightning kit. It's just made for phones with the Lightning port instead of USB-C. You can use the Lark M2 kit with almost anything, whether it's your computer, your phone, a larger camera, or an action camera. The Lark M2 has a way to connect to each of those. The receiver that's made for your mobile phone either comes in USB-C or Lightning, and what's cool about it is even when it's plugged into your phone, you can still use your speakers on your phone to hear your audio. Many of the other microphone systems in this range not only take over what your mic input is, but they also route your audio output as well, so it makes it so that you can't hear what's happening on your phone unless you unplug it. That's not the case with the Lark M2. You can plug it in and use it as your microphone receiver, but you can also still hear your audio output out of your phone speakers. The phone receivers have a USB-C port on the side for use if you want to charge your device while you're using this mic system. On the bottom of the phone receiver, there's a yellow button. You can use this to enable noise cancellation. If you press the button, it turns the light green, which means noise cancellation is on. If you press it again, it turns the light blue, which means noise cancellation is off. You can also press and hold in this button if you'd like to link this receiver to different transmitters. On your mic or transmitter, there's a yellow button as well. If you press this once, it turns on noise cancellation. If you press and hold it in, it's used in pairing. But if you press it twice right in a row, one right after the other, it'll actually start and stop the recording on your phone. Now this only works with phones that actually offer the volume button to be used as a start-stop, but that's many of our current mobile phones. And specifically, I know it works with the iPhone because that's what I use it with. The camera version of the Lark M2 has 2 different recording modes, both stereo and mono, and you can switch between these modes by pressing the mode/pairing button on the side of the receiver. The lights on the bottom of the camera receiver can tell you which mode you're in. If it's showing green lights, then you're in mono mode, and if it's showing blue lights, then you're in stereo mode. The different recording modes of mono and stereo are only available on the camera version of the receiver, as the phone version of the receiver is always in mono. If the mic or transmitters and the receivers are connected, you'll see a solid blue light on both sides. If you see a slow blinking blue light, that means that they're not yet connected. There's a large circular knob on the front of the camera receiver, and this allows you to choose your different volume modes. There's a low, medium, and high, and you can see that indicated with the 3 lights on the bottom of the camera receiver. Another great thing about the Lark M2 is it does offer a companion app that allows you to dial in your settings as well as do any software updates that may come down. I've used the Hollyland Lark M2 for a couple of months now, and it is a solid wireless microphone kit. There are a couple of features that are missing on the Hollyland Lark M2 that I do enjoy, like internal recording as a backup, 32-bit float recording, and a screen to be able to dial in the different settings right there on the mic kit. Some of these features are found on the DJI mic, on the Rode Wireless Pro, and even on the Hollyland Lark Max as well. This is not a kit that's meant to compete with those other mics, though in many categories it does. So here are my overall pros and cons for the Hollyland Lark M2. On the pro side of things, I gotta go with size. One of the first things that draws you in about this kit is just how small those microphone or transmitter packs are. They go on your shirt, even a t-shirt without a collar or anything like that. It goes right on and it just stays there. It doesn't really bend your shirt down and you kind of just forget that it's there. The size and the weight of the transmitter or mic pack really is a great feature and probably one of the headline features of this kit. Next up is price. This is a great price for a great piece of kit. Next is the build quality. I think they chose really well the materials that they used with this to keep the price relatively low, but to also still make it feel quality enough. Next, the simple user interface. You learn a couple of different things about what the lights mean, and you're just kind of off on using the kit. There's not a lot of settings to worry about. It just kind of plugs in and works. Now for the cons. My first con is actually the same as my first pro, and that's the size. I love the size in many ways, but I did find myself a couple of times with it kind of feeling a little too small. There were times where I kind of fumbled it in my fingers or found it a little more easy to drop than some of the other kits. I know that this kit is not meant to be compared to the other kits that have a bunch of extra features, but the one extra feature that I do find myself really missing is I wish that this kit offered some internal recording as a backup just in case. Another con for me is on the combo kit. I wish that the case that the mics and the transmitters sit in kind of offered a space for everything to go in one. They do give you a small cinch bag that will carry things like the cord and the windscreens and the phone transmitters, but I do kind of want to know what it would be like to see it all in one case that's very similar to the one they have, just make a spot for everything. Another thing that you can either chalk up to a pro or a con or just kind of a general observation is that I wish that they made the combo kit available in white. Right now, the only kit that's available in white is the mobile phone kit that's specifically made for Lightning or iPhone. Lately, I've been asked a bunch about which wireless mic systems that people should get, and this kit is always on the list. The Hollyland Lark M2 often gets put in the budget category for the wireless mic systems, but it packs a lot of great features in for a great price and is definitely punching above its weight class. Thanks for watching. I'm BobbyInBlue, and if you love tech like I love tech, subscribe below for more videos just like this. We'll see you in the next one.